Hello Internet and welcome to the Victorum Review Show. The first thing I love about this game is that it lets you wear the Helmet of Shame, and that makes me happy because I sympathize with that very much as I wear the Helmet of Shame quite often. The next thing I love about this game is the wizarding. I really like wizarding games, which this one does pretty damn well. You pick up spells that you can use around the world, and you can actually each spell has 3 different types of modifications that you can do on the fly to alter the properties of the spell, such as like you can make them more explosive, or if you're doing lightning you can make it chain. And it makes it really fun because you don't just get given the stuff. So make sure you explore all the houses, because that's how you find different spells, like this one. These monsters make a good segue into what I kind of don't like about the game, which is the health and the continuing and all that. It seems like the game kind of can't decide whether or not it wants to be a roguelike. It has a lot of roguelike elements, but in this, health is no joke, and if you lose health, you're in big trouble. And there are health potions and ability to buy them sometimes, but not like super often. So you end up being really careful about, you've got to be really careful to do well at the game. And the thing that I feel like it's got a lot of elements that remind me of roguelike. For example, it's got a map system kind of like FTL, where the Inquisition, the bad guys, are chasing you and you have to advance yourself across the map by picking different points on the map that are randomly generated every game. That's fine, and I really don't even mind that if you die you're permadeath, but I'm frustrated that if I die and the last map I completed I had 10% health when I started, that if I do the continue, it starts me on the same map at 10% health. It's sort of pointless. If I'm at 10% health, then the game's over and I pretty much have to restart. I found myself restarting. And I also want to mention that debris will kill you. Falling debris will definitely kill you. Speaking of which, this is what ultimately makes me absolutely love the game, and I'm going to keep playing it versus me just shelving it, is the use of the destructible meshes. Ever since I saw that they could put these into games, I thought, wow, that has a lot of potential, and these guys really get it. I mean, there is nothing cooler than being a wizard and being able to just destroy a village if you feel like it, because that's what being a wizard is all about, and everybody knows it. So kudos to them for really getting the destructible meshes down, and being able to illustrate it to using a game mechanic. The spells themselves are very diverse and they're fun to learn, but being able to destroy everything around you makes it better. I love having loot, and I really love that there's at least so far, I haven't played it that much, but I haven't run out of finding spells and different things like that. I'm going to try and be real careful with my health and see how far I can get in the game. Not sure if I mentioned this, but if you blow up a house, make sure you stand far back from it, because the debris will hurt you. The friendly AI can be a little bit wonky indoors. It seems to really be having trouble getting around in some houses, and I think maybe a possible solution to that would be to reduce that AI's path range. The enemy AI has no problems, but the smaller AI, or the friendly AI, does. Maybe if you just reduce the path area, or maybe change the command for the AI, it would fix it. I'm not sure. Overall, this is a really good game worth buying if you're into wizarding. But be warned, it is not the easiest game, and a win is not going to be handed to you. So if you're easily frustrated and you want a game that's going to be a little more forgiving, then you might want to think twice. But if you're into big challenging games and you don't mind the fact that your character is going to die forever and not come back, then by all means, I love that kind of game, so it's no big deal for me, but just be aware that this is the kind of game where your guy is gonna die forever. But other than that, it's fun as fuck. The end of it.